Hey guys, Wayback Rewind here. In 2007, JVC introduced their GZ HD7U camcorder. This was their example of a tapeless hard drive based camcorder. It could also record to SDHC memory cards, even though they were too small to be used by themselves. And it could record in full HD 1920 by 1080. Today I'm going to bring you the story of JVC's HD hard drive camcorder. Coming up next, here on Wayback Rewind. I bought the GZ HD7U camcorder as JVC's example of a hard drive camcorder. It has some really nice features. It's a 3-chip CCD with a 60 gigabyte internal hard drive that can record up to 5 hours in 1920 by 1080i. It brags of a 1080 60p output, which I'll talk about more in a minute, but it has a 10x optical zoom and a 200x digital zoom. Some terms of additional features: it has optical image stabilization and an accessory shoe. It has a full-size SD card memory slot, but it cannot record to full resolution on the SD card. It limits you to only SP video of 1440 by 1080i, which is a little disappointing. It also has a full-size HDMI, but the 1080p, which is advertised, only comes out on the HDMI. And also very unique is having a DV connector on a tapeless camcorder, but it only works with the 1440 constant bit rate. I've never seen a camcorder without a handle. When I bought this camera, for some reason I didn't notice that it didn't have a handle on it. To the seller's credit, every picture that the seller had posted did not have a handle. For some reason, I just didn't notice it. So I bought this small rig replacement handle, which was very convenient. Unfortunately, there was no easy way to attach it to this post right here. I ended up taking the camera apart more than I felt comfortable taking apart a camera that I just bought, but actually taking it apart didn't really help. So I ended up fishing a wire through there and attaching a wire to the strap and carefully pulling it through. But it was successful. It did work. I now have a handle on this camera. So I reviewed the GZ HD5, and the GZ HD7 under the skin is pretty much exactly the same camcorder. It has the same lens, same sensor, same hard drive. Pretty much everything is the same. The main difference in the HD7 is the user interface. Of course, you have an electronic viewfinder, color. You have this programmable ring on the front. Instead of a micro SD slot, it contains a slot for a full-size SD card. You have a full array of buttons here for aperture, shutter, brightness, a menu toggle, your manual, auto, backlight are here, and most notably, it has this rectangular hood on the front. And for some reason, a rectangular hood on the front gives a camcorder a whole different look and feel, makes it look a lot more professional. So the recording quality you would expect to be about the same. It uses the MPEG-2 Transport stream, same as the GZ HD5. And so I would not expect this camera to have a higher quality, but it does look cool. It doesn't have that shiny chrome finish. Has the microphone input and a headphone jack. It has this funky sideways battery. Never seen a camcorder with a sideways battery like this. Doesn't really matter, but this is the only camcorder I've ever seen with a sideways battery. This thing is very wide. I guess it just made more sense to do that. When you turn this on, it still bugs you about automatic and manual. Not sure why. It cannot handle an SD card larger than 32 gigabytes. So you have to record to the hard drive to get the full use of this camcorder. It looks like the 90s called and wants their S video back. Not sure why you have an analog S video on a digital camcorder. That seems very bizarre. For some reason want to turn digital video into analog, you can do that. The menus, of course, it's not a touchscreen, so you have to work these toggles. Image size is limited to a max of 1920 by 1080. It's not surprising. Same as the video quality. It's very picky about being in auto versus manual, but if you put it in manual, it gives you a lot more options. You can go to aperture priority. You can use this little menu thing here to change it. Manually adjust the aperture. Shutter priority. If you want to experiment with manual controls, this is the camera to have.